Hey Vikings fans, get ready for a whirlwind of news that's going to shake up the Minnesota team. Today, we're unveiling everything from strategic draft picks that will shape the future of our offensive line to an in-depth look at less visible but equally crucial maneuvers behind the scenes at the NFL Scouting Combine. Don't miss the details of the tussle between the Vikings and other teams for a coveted player in the free agency market, where the competition for talent is fierce. And to top it off, speculation is boiling over about who will command our offense, with two names surfacing to fill the vital gap after Darnold. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Who said the draft couldn't be as thrilling as an overtime game? Today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the Minnesota Vikings picks in the 7-round mock draft. No trades, no tricks, just a pure and direct strategy focused on bolstering where we need it most, the offensive line. The wait was long, from our first pick at number 24 to the compensatory third round at number 97. But will it be worth it? Our first major move is a solid one, and his name is Tyler Booker, a guard from Alabama who is a true human wall. I bet you're wondering, why a guard? Well, our ideal defensive targets were picked before our turn, and with no option to trade down, Booker stood out as the logical choice. This giant shone in the SEC, bringing strength and power, possibly shifting our offensive line's focus. But we didn't stop there. In the third round, we picked C.J. West, a DT from Indiana who might not be a household name, but after an impressive combine performance, he's shown he has what it takes to bolster our run defense. In the fifth round, we opted for offensive versatility with Brashard Smith from SMU, who transitioned from wide receiver to running back, bringing an explosive mix of speed and agility. Rounding out our draft picks, Denzel Burke, a cornerback from Ohio State, was our bet in the late fifth round. His consistency and experience might be just what we need to reinforce our secondary. Each pick in this draft not only adds talent, but embodies a strategy designed to balance and fortify the foundation of our team. And as we process these additions, we wonder, did we make the right choices? And this isn't even the most surprising part of the day, because what comes next is even more unbelievable. The blend of talent scouting and secretive meetings defines the NFL Scouting Combine, a true hub of strategies and maneuvering for teams, including our Vikings. This year, the focus was on strengthening our team for the 2025 season, but it seems we crossed a fine line. The rule in question, tampering or negotiating before the official period allowed. The name that caused a buzz in the sports community is Trey Smith, the guard who grabbed attention after being tagged with the franchise tag by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Vikings, understanding the importance of bolstering the offensive line, wasted no time and met with Smith's representation during the event. Alec Lewis from The Athletic noted that this type of behavior is normal at the Combine. However, it is technically a violation of the rules. This situation puts the Vikings in a delicate position. Yes, everyone does it, but to what extent does it affect the integrity of the sport and our team? The speculation about what this negotiation could bring to our offense is huge. Smith represents a significant advancement in our offensive game, especially with J.J. McCarthy likely taking the reins. However, we are now left with the frustration of not being able to secure the top market player for the guard position, and we'll have to look for other alternatives during free agency. All of this raises a big question. How far will the Vikings go to build a competitive team? But wait, because what comes next might shed even more light on our talent acquisition strategies for the coming year. After the Combine controversy, we're at the center of another storm. A bidding war is forming on the horizon for free agency, and the target is nothing less than an elite guard. With the market hot and our line's critical needs, the Vikings seem ready to dive headfirst. Alec Lewis from The Athletic reinforces that our general manager, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, is in ultra-aggressive mode, especially focused on the trenches, both defensive and offensive. After losing Trey Smith to the Chiefs franchise tag, our focus now shifts to Will Fries, the guard from the Indianapolis Colts, who is seen as the crown jewel of this free agency market. Will Fries will feed a fierce bidding war, already being a favorite to bolster our offensive line. He brings youth, versatility, and a productive track record, attributes that are high on our wish list. Despite a tibia fracture prematurely ending his 2024 season, Free's performance caught attention. How will this affect his market? We'll be competing with several teams, including our division rival, the Chicago Bears. The need to strengthen our offensive line is not just a luxury, it's a screaming necessity, evidenced by the difficulty in moving the opposing defense in critical run zones. Positioning a player like Freeze alongside our talented tackles could revolutionize our ground game, which was inconsistent last year. And while we all anxiously await this addition, we also need to consider the implications. Attacking aggressively in free agency is risky, but it could be the necessary boost to make 2025 our season. Now, with adrenaline at its peak, you must be wondering how we will consolidate this investment with such a competitive market. The next news will surprise even more, as it reveals our plans for the most critical position on the team, quarterback. The Vikings offseason puzzle brings a potentially revolutionary piece, the search for a new quarterback. With the imminent departure of Sam Darnold, attention is focused on who will be his replacement and how this will reshape our attack for the 2025 season. According to Jeremy Fowler from ESPN, the Vikings see J.J. McCarthy, our promising quarterback, as the future of the franchise. However, there are still doubts about his ability to take over the post from Week 1, especially after losing his rookie season to injury. Faced with this uncertainty, Minnesota might consider adding a more experienced and accomplished quarterback to ensure consistency and competence on the field. And here comes speculation that's making the betting houses buzz. Aaron Rodgers, the four-time MVP, who was recently with the New York Jets, is on the list of possible reinforcements. Despite modest results with the Jets last season, Rodgers posted respectable numbers and demonstrated that he can still make a significant contribution on the field. According to OddsShark, the Vikings are among the top 5 most likely teams to be Rodgers' next destination, with odds at plus 750. This puts us on the radar for one of the year's most impactful signings, which would certainly bring a new dynamic to the team. On the other hand, Daniel Jones emerges as a viable alternative, especially if Rodgers goes to another team. After being released by the Giants, Jones had a stint with the Vikings and could be an option for reintegration, depending on how things evolve with McCarthy. This search for a quarterback is not just about filling a position. It's a statement of intent, a sign that we're ready to maximize our offensive potential and really compete. With Darnold's situation resolving and the free agency market in sight, the Vikings are at a crucial moment. So, Vikings fans, did we cover some impressive ground today or what? From decisive draft picks that promise to strengthen our offensive line through combine tampering controversies, a fierce bidding war for elite free agency talent, to electrifying rumors about who will take command as quarterback. Each move, each decision made, has the potential to transform our 2025 season into an epic journey. Which of these decisions do you think will have the biggest impact on the Vikings' success? Could the arrival of a big name be enough to take the team to the top? Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go.